Hey everybody, Shannon here from the Backwoods Boys. Say I'm just I'm here at Hole in the Wall, aka Queen of Sheba Ranch, and thinking about trying to jump back in with my YouTube channel here. I want to apologize to everybody for not getting my content out for the last month, but I lost my editor and so I don't have really the capabilities to do all the editing and publishing. So, but, you know, it was just had a lot of things come down in my life here that were, it just shattered my life completely, just turned my world completely upside down. So, I'm just, getting my feet back underneath me here and wanting to get this channel back up and going again. My last, I think the second for my last video that I posted, it got 8,500 views. And I think that's pretty good. It's not, in the hundreds of thousands, or it's not, 10 million views or whatever, but it's really, it was a good start, to getting my channel monetized. And I'm halfway to being monetized, but I have to get there in a year. So now I wasted a whole month, but I had no choice. I did not have the capabilities to do it. So kind of walk out here in the sun a little more. There's my shop, got a wood fire going in the shop there. But and I've had some other people ask me, hey, when are you going to do the Harmony Church again? I really, really enjoyed that. And I'll show you here. I'm going to flip my camera around. I did my Harmony Church episodes right up here, and when I zoom in, my camera loses its or a lot of its sound, so I'm just going to zoom in for a couple seconds here. But that's where I film my Harmony Church episodes. And so anyhow, like I said, I got to be really careful of what's going on now, because I just got to be careful of what I say and what I post on Facebook and also on the Backwoods Boys about my personal life. I kind of kept my personal life pretty well. I just didn't talk about it. I've been separated for 3 years. My wife and I have been separated, and I didn't talk about it. I didn't really, a few of my friends knew what was going on, but other than that, I just didn't, mention a whole lot about what was going on with my life and my personal life. And so at any rate, I met a person through some mutual friends. I was up in Malta, Montana a month ago, and met a gal on the phone through some mutual friends. She lives in Singapore. Her name is Norma, and we became really good friends, and we started talking to each other, and things moved along very, very quickly for the both of us. And so I went ahead and made a change on my Facebook page from single to in a relationship. And unfortunately, that caused World War III to break out, and I'm pretty sure I got a little glimpse of World War IV. And so so my editor, so I had a lot of people, hundreds. I think I've deleted, I've deleted about 70 people off my Facebook page, and it's not that I don't. Some of these folks are really good friends of mine, and it's not that I don't hate them or anything like that. I just can't take being persecuted. And a lot of my friends are staunch Christians, and it seems to me that staunch Christians can be some of the most judgmental people in the world, and it really shouldn't be that way. The Bible teaches us not to be that way. And I'm a grace man, and law and grace, they just don't go together. They can't coexist together. And I'm a grace man, and a lot of people tend to go towards, the law side. You got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to, and even into individual denominations, and if you don't believe what they believe, you're out, and blah 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 blah. And I've been accused of being a backslid Christian that's going to hell, and Norma's been accused of being, a porn star and a prostitute. Yes, she was wearing. I didn't choose the photo that Facebook put up when I changed my status to in a relationship, and I tried to change it because I knew it was going to cause a lot of problems. But boy, I didn't think it was going to cause that much problems. But but we've been working on a relationship, and it's out in the open, and I'm not going to expose everything about our relationship to everybody, but I'm just giving everybody, just a general idea of what's going on. And so, and I've had my trust issues. Trust me. I mean, not in a million years, folks, did I ever imagine that I would be dating a gal from the Philippines. Just furthest thing from my mind. But I was praying to God for quite a few years. I said, Lord, if you could just send me a woman that loves me and respects me for who I am, and I also I prayed for him to send me a woman that was beautiful, that I felt in my heart was beautiful, and that would kind of captivate my heart. And I don't know, I've always been that way anyways. It ain't just in this situation. I've always always dated ladies that were very beautiful. And I don't know, maybe that's a downfall, maybe it's not. And beauty isn't everything. Like Norma always said, she says it's not the beauty, she said it's what's in the heart. And she's right, it's what's in the heart. But it's just who I am, and I'm a man, and so anyway, we have this relationship going on, and it's been very challenging. I've had my trust issues, and I've kind of put her through a lot of, tormented her in some ways a lot with my trust issues, and caused her to break down crying for days at a time, and moments, and so at any rate, but that's pretty much what I'm going to say about our relationship. Is everything seems to be going really well. I've met her boys, and of course on the phone, and her mom and her cousins. She has made enough money working in Singapore and also she worked in Kuwait, and I also think she worked in it's that other big town over in an Arab country. It's not on the tip of my tongue right now, but she worked over, and she sent enough money home to have a home built. And she takes care of, supports her mom. It's a different culture. These young ladies that are hard workers and stuff, they call them the breadwinners, and they can take off and go to another country and make money and send it home, because they live in her family's very, very poor, and so unless you've been raised like that, I can't see how a mother could be away from her children for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. It's beyond my comprehension. But I'm learning that it's actually a great honor, and it's a great thing in the Filipinos' eyes that a mother would sacrifice that to take care of her children. So I don't know, it's really, really crazy. But so I've even met her ex-husband, and we've had a couple of phone conversations, and he lives on a different island, and they share one child together, and Norma has 2 kids. One of them is going to go to Manila here in the next couple of weeks or so, and have his heart evaluated. He has like 3 holes in his heart. They've been there since he was a little boy. She adopted him, and I guess the mama took a lot of prescription pills, or she tried to commit suicide when she was pregnant with the little guy and stuff. But she adopted this little boy, and his name is Michael, and he's going in for an operation, and all these things, were different for me to try to process and try to learn about and stuff. But anyhow, Norma has bought some luggage recently here, and she's planning on, as soon as the doctors schedule the appointment to do the surgery, then that's when she'll leave Singapore and go to Manila to be with her two boys and her cousin that lives in the home that takes care of the boys. So at any rate, that's pretty much what I'll say about that. The next announcement I'd like to make is, like I told you, I lost my editor and publisher, Brother Robson Shayar from Pakistan. He's a great brother. He just said some things to me that about 100 I deleted about 70 people off my Facebook page, and from lots of accusations and attacks, and like I said, from being called a backslid Christian that's going to hell, and just all kinds of things. And he made some comments, and I'm not trying to plaster his name or nothing or make him look bad. It's just, to me, all that stuff was so toxic. It's happening. I got somebody right now texting me on Facebook, and I'm just right at the point of saying, hey bro, can you please back off a little bit, because otherwise you're going in the trash can. Anybody that's going to attack me, you're going in the trash can. And I've said that about my YouTube channel up there in Harmony Church. I got attacked. When you bring religion into things, I got attacked, and I just told the people, I said, listen, this isn't this YouTube channel, and especially the Harmony Church edition, isn't about, it's about love. It's about respecting one another, and about, if somebody's down on the ground and they needed help and they need to get up, then you help your brother up. You don't beat them down. And so I always told people, if you're going to do any bashing or disrespecting people, you're going in the trash can. And I blocked about 6 people on my YouTube channel because of that. And I did it on Facebook too. And so here we are today. I'm still standing. It was very, just a huge battle, major battle, and it's not over yet, but we'll get through it. And I'm just trying to be, respectful and trying to, just be kind and do the best I can and treat other people how I'd want to be treated, So, but the next announcement is that I have a friend of mine that I was in the 101st Airborne Division with. His name is George McClellan, and he lives in Clarksville, Tennessee, or Hopkinsville, Kentucky, one or the other. I'm going to move out here into the sun, because here in just a few minutes I won't have any more sun. But Brother George, I've never met Brother George like I never met Brother Robson. Brother Robson was a great editor and publisher. He's very, very good. George has no experience, but he just went out and bought a brand new Macintosh laptop, and he also bought a brand new Macintosh phone, which is an iPhone, because they're going to be compatible together and they're going to work together. And he really wants to help me get my Backwoods Boys YouTube channel up and going again. And then he wants to start his own YouTube channel, but he said he'd like to learn, and help me, because he really enjoyed the channel. He's one of my biggest supporters. He's also one of my biggest supporters of Lovely Knives and Leather. He bought 2 knives from me, one for himself and one for his wife, about 5 or 6 years ago. And he's just a great brother. He's a great brother. So everybody welcome Brother George McClellan to the Backwoods channel. He's our new publisher and editor for the time being. And who knows, maybe he'll be the publisher and editor for the lifetime of the Backwoods Boys. But nobody knows for sure. And it doesn't really matter. All that matters is that he's enjoying himself and that I'm enjoying creating this content, because I really do like doing this content. And I took photography in high school, and I did photography when I was a little kid. I can't remember if I'm repeating myself here, because I had already done about a 10-minute take, and then Brother George called me and interrupted my video. So I can't remember what I said on my last take or what I said on this take, but I do enjoy photography. And like I said, I took photography in high school and did worked in the dark room, and did all that developing film and stuff like that. So, and learning about cameras and f-stops and apertures and different things. So Brother George he's diving in. We're both a couple older guys that are trying to learn new technology. So that's what's tough about it. But the people, younger generations that are raised with the technology and stuff, they seem to do really, really, really well with this kind of stuff. So Brother George this will be his first video to edit and publish, and I've tried to run it out a little bit longer on purpose here, so it's 15 minutes, because I have a special app called Massive that film companies and publishing companies, movie companies, content creators, they use this to transfer files, because the files are so big. You just can't even transfer them, on an email with an attachment. It's just too much information. So I tried to get this one up there. I'm at 16, just coming up on 16 minutes. So that should be big enough to be able to not send it through if it's smaller, I can send it through WhatsApp or Facebook or whatever, and it'll get there, or even an email or something. But at any rate, yeah, the wind's coming up, and just a beautiful day here in the Little Rocky Mountains, and working on. I just show you what I just finished here. Just building this little wood shed. I had a big pile of wood out here. Huge pile of wood out here, and now it's gone. And this is my little woodshed addition that I just built. And so it's just an addition that I put right on the corner of this shed roof. And I stacked all this wood in here inside the side here, and it's stacked up to 10 feet tall is the highest spot in there. So anyhow, it was covered in snow. We only had one snowstorm. It was already covered. And then I got everything's a mess in here, excuse me. But I got me fire going here. Yep, got a fire going. Heating the shop up. Even though I got the garage door open, it still keeps it kind of warm in here. And so my next project is to organize all the stuff. There's a couch here, got a dresser here, just tons and tons of stuff. My workbench over there is completely full. Here's a table that I built years ago. It's all timber framed out of barn wood. I took this out of a barn, did mortise and tenon notches and stuff, built all that. So that's a nice table, and all of my chairs that I built chairs for. Here's my knife grinder right here. Just a grizzly knife grinder, but it works, and it gets my knives done. There's a drill press that Jack Jingles gave me from Calistoga, California, when I went and visited him right before he passed away. He gave that to me. Here's a big giant 10-inch table saw, 220. It's buried. My welders are all down in there. Got a stick welder, and I got a little wire feed welder there. And I built these benches here this last week. I built this bench and these shelves. So anyhow, just kind of take a peek at those there. Here's my shelves. It's kind of nice. You can walk up the stairs and just access, the shelf from right here instead of on the other side with a ladder. So that's kind of cool. But here's a bunch of old single trees and double trees and neck yokes right here. And here's my tambourine. There's an old trunk there. It's my Bowflex that I work out on. Here's some of my harness here. Here's my saddle. Here's a couple of pack saddles. Got a little place somebody wants to visit. There's a cot here with pillow and a sleeping bag. A couple more pack saddles down there. And look at my one of my workbenches are all clogged up because I brought stuff up here. It's an old Bible I made. There's my clicker press for clicking out leather. Just all kinds of things here. A couple of ducks. Some elk horns. I shot. Casey, come here. Get out of there. Bunch of deer antler, a moose horn over there, and a clock, horse clock that my grandparents used to play a game. And here's all my stamping leather tools, and here's a nice buck, whitetail buck I shot years ago. But yeah, there's my stitching horse. So, at any rate, folks, just gonna go ahead and look back outside here. But I thought I would just give you a little sneak peek of what's going on. And anyhow, God bless you all out there, and hopefully you enjoy this content. And I just wanted to give a big shout out to everybody and thank you for supporting my channel. And we're going to try to get this thing going again. It might not be as hot and heavy as it was before because I have a lot to do. Got to focus a little more on work now because I got to take a trip to the Philippines, and that's going to cost me some money. And then there's a lot of other stuff that's going to go along with that most likely. So time for me to get to work and get young again. So God bless you all, and thank you for watching my YouTube channel, The Backwoods Boys. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.